as he bid his fellow inmates at the Kitengela prison farewell, ready to reunite with the very world he abruptly parted ways with 30 years ago. Our team accompanied Chepukue on his journey from Kitengela GK prison to his home in Muruku village, Laikipia West constituency, and filed the following report.
Monday morning on the 2nd of November 2020 was an unusual morning for 60-year-old Paul Chepukue. It was a morning that he had so vividly marked in his mental calendar, as the 3 decades he had been sentenced to serve in prison turned into years, years turned into months, months turned into days, days turned into hours, before finally turning into minutes in anticipation of his release. On this particular day, instead of accompanying his fellow inmates at the Kitengela prison into their normal duties behind bars, his sole duty that morning was to make it to a date with the facility's clearance warden ahead of his release from prison. Clad in a stripped green coat, a somewhat overly sized black trouser, and a brown bag bulging with his personal belongings, the tall, lanky Chepukue, having satisfactorily cleared with the warden, will then make these steady, albeit anxious steps towards his freedom, with a promise in mind that his steps will never go the opposite way. As the main gates here at the Kitengela prison finally gave way to his much-anticipated freedom, his mind was clouded in a blend of disbelief, gratitude, and a little sorrow. For the father of one, the prison had been his home after a Nyahururu court jailed him on his own guilty plea for defiling a 14-year-old minor 30 years ago.
Na hata wakati nilihukumiwa huyo miaka 30, sikutupa hope. Nilisidi tu na kujikasa, nikajikasa mpaka saa hii nimeweza kutoboa.
Tumeongea na family ya kwamba watamngoja, wataenda wamreceive, wako na furaha kwamba he is coming back. Yule ambaye walikuwa na kesi na yeye, tumejaribu kuongea na wao ambaye walikuwa na wamekosana, lakini hatujawapata, but najua ni miaka nyingi na time ya healing.
His first journey to his parents' home in Muruku, Laikipia West constituency in 30 years would, however, not be a lonely one. A team of prison officers led by the prison's welfare officer Patrick Maridani and a group of well-wishers had lain in wait at the prison's entrance all morning for Chepukue to escort him home ahead of a grand reunion ceremony. Here the journey of hundreds of kilometers began as their convoy transitioned from one county to another before finally laying sight of Muruku hours later. As they approached their destination, they had to abandon their vehicles, but not even the impenetrable roads threatening to ruin Chepukue's homecoming would match his quest to see his family. And as Chepukue finally made his way home, family and friends who had gathered here all day could not restrain themselves as everyone broke into song and dance to welcome their son. Tight hugs will follow as mother and son reunited for the first time in 30 years before Chepukue's elder brother joined the party, and the two brothers embraced each other emphatically. As the celebrations waned, Chepukue's family insists that what ensued 30 years back is already water under the bridge, and that they are ready to assist their son open a new chapter in life.
Hata kama iko msaada amekuja naye, mimi nitajikakamua nijue vile nyumba yake itasimama. Kumjengea nyumba, alafu nirudi nielekee bwana mzee.
Nilikuwa na wasiwasi sababu huoni ile mtu. Ujui kama atatoboa ile mambo ama atabariki.
Sasa tumefurahia kumuona na kuwa amefika nyumbani, tena kumuona ako mzima kabisa. Hata kama maisha anajua ilikuwa gumu, kwa vile mambo inakuwaga gumu wakati mtu anaenda pahali yeye hazoei kukaa.
According to Kitengela Prison Welfare Officer Patrick Maridani, Chepukue might be spoiled for choice on which occupation to partake.
Leo vile Chepukue alifungwa 30 years na amemaliza kifungo yake, tumecoordinate na nyumbani, tumeongea na the employer ambaye alikuwa amempatia kazi kabla hajafungwa, na amesema kwamba bado atampatia tu kazi, yako willing bado kumpatia kazi.
Mimi ni fundi wa viatu. Sasa mtu akiwa na kiatu kama hapa, mimi ninashona. Sasa iko usaidizi umekuja upya.
Mshikeni mikono, muonyeshe njia, mwambie Paul, mambo wakati ulienda miaka 20 hizo zimepita, mambo ni tofauti, sasa hizi imebadilika. Mwambie sa Paul, njia ndio hii.
Etched in his mind also is a moral duty to prove that he is a changed man, a transformed man, and a man with a mission to leave a mark that second chances do work. David Muthoka, TV 47.
Itekera Ngai kumukinyukithia ikinya Ngai wega waku na utugi waku Jehova ona thema yaku ikorwo igoro rya kithe witu Ngai aria aragia muthamaki andu makaigua